Hi, I'm Sam, BMS accredited menopause specialist and founder of Rethink Menopause. In today's video, I'm going to have a look at the estrogen only gel that comes in a pump dispenser. So, if you have a womb, it's important to have a separate progestogen that you use alongside the estrogen to protect the womb lining. There are a couple of different brands, and the bottles will look slightly different shapes, but essentially, the pump dispenser is a clever way of making sure that it measures a particular amount of gel in each pump. So we've got that certainty about how much we're applying. Your clinician will let you know what dose to use, so how many pumps, and it's used on a daily basis. The first time you come to use the pump, you kind of push it a couple of times, and that will get it going and make sure that you're getting that accurate amount with your first pump of gel. So we're going to apply it using the hand. You can also use the cap of some of the pumps if you prefer. And you can see it's a fairly large volume of gel, and we need to spread that over an area of skin about the same size as an A4 piece of paper. I'm going to show you today on my arm. It felt a bit more appropriate than showing you my tummy or leg, although especially if I was using a higher dose of gel, like 2 or 3 pumps, I'm going to absorb that better by spreading it on a larger area over both my thighs and my tummy, for example. If you are using the upper arm, do make sure that you don't put any gel on the inside of the upper arm, because our breast tissue extends into that area, and we don't want to be applying the gel over a hormone sensitive area. It's also important to avoid any irritated patches of skin. So if you've got some eczema, for example, don't apply it over the top. It's going to sting and may not be absorbed properly. And then the key thing is to make sure we allow plenty of time for the gel to dry on the skin before we dress and go about our day. Especially if we're wearing sportswear, it can really kind of wick the gel away from the skin. We also need to think about the timing of when we apply the gel in relation to showering and going for a swim. We don't want to be washing it straight off again. And also it's recommended to leave at least an hour before there's any skin-to-skin contact in the area at which we've applied the gel. So applying it every day, trying to be consistent, think about the best timing that's going to work well for you in your usual routine. Make sure you apply it over quite a large area and just let it be absorbed. You don't need to rub it in, and allow plenty of time, and it should work beautifully for you. Hope that's been helpful. Follow along for more tips. Bye for now.